when you start judging and if you spot it, you got it. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but when you point your finger, you can see there's 3 fingers pointing back. Just point your finger right now. You see there are 3 fingers pointing back. They say that if you spot it, you got it. So if you see something in somebody else, know that you probably have that same character trait or something that you don't like. You're like, oh my God, they're so judgy. Well, you're probably judging that too. So sorry to say that you may have that same characteristic. So when you think, oh my God, what are they going to think about me? And all that negative self-talk is going on. They won't like me or this and that. Don't worry about it. They're probably not thinking about you. They're probably thinking about themselves anyway. So all those voices in your head, just try to let those go, because people aren't giving you the kind of thought that you're giving you. They're not thinking about you like you think they are. Most people are just thinking about themselves and their life. They're not spending their time thinking about you. I've never thought of a nice way to say that. I think it comes across probably really harsh, and I don't mean it to be. I would get all consumed. What do they think? Or like when I started the podcast, what are people going to think about me starting a podcast? Nobody's thinking about me. Nobody has been like, who are you to start a podcast? And now I just put it out there. It's just people of a certain age that didn't grow up putting themselves all over video, TikToks, Reels, Instagram, and all that. Be like, I'm not putting myself on there. My daughter's always videotaping, and we're like, what are you doing? Don't put us on there. But to her generation, it's just what they do. The definition for humility that I was given is humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking about yourself less. I always like that. And doing affirmations, looking in your eyes in the mirror, not at your hair, or how does this look, or I have a wrinkle here, none of that, but looking in the mirror and saying out loud, I am great. I love you. I am healthy. I'm so grateful and thankful that I'm so healthy. I'm so grateful and thankful that the universe has my back. Any affirmation that feels right for you, not something that doesn't resonate, but an affirmation that resonates for you. I'm being the best me today I can possibly be. I feel joy in this moment. My body doesn't define me, and I'm grateful for this body. Whatever kind of affirmation works for you. So spending less time on social media will definitely help with that negative self-talk and giving yourself compassion. Affirmations is the second thing. And instead of thinking less of yourself, thinking of yourself less. So those were 3 things I think I kind of combined. So number 1 was less time on social media. Number 2, affirmations that feel right for you, that resonate for you. And number 3 is, instead of thinking less of yourself, think about yourself less. And doing some grounding, go and put your feet in the earth. I don't know the scientific principle for this. Maybe Native Americans could probably explain it better than I ever could, but there's something about grounding, putting your feet actually in the earth outside that does wonders. Also, just putting a smile on your face right now. Just put a smile on your face. That will release endorphins, both those things. Getting outside, grounding, and putting a smile on your face will release endorphins, even if you don't feel it. Just that. But when you do grounding, you realize the earth and the world are so much larger than you, and that can stop you from that spiraling down into the, oh my gosh, I'll probably mention these, because for me it's, I don't fit in, I don't know why I'm here, and then it'll be the fear that nobody's going to like me, and who do I think I am anyway, and all of those kinds of things. And then when you do these kinds of tools, you'll find that you can give yourself compassion and patience and kindness, and you can have your heart open and be there to receive the good that's there, because whatever you focus on grows. And I heard that whatever you're practicing the most of, that's your go-to. And you're going to start going to the, oh, I'm doing the best I can. Oh, I'm doing great. Look at me, I'm doing this. So when you're focusing on the good more often than that negative, oh, I suck, and all of that. And when you do the I suck, give yourself an equal weighted positive compliment. I am doing the best I can. I do the best I can each day. Instead of I'm stupid, I'm doing the best I can. I'm human. I made a mistake. I got a phone call from someone beating herself up about how she did X, Y, and Z. I said, oh, so you made a mistake? Like, that's all it was. And that whole perfectionist thing. Give yourself the same compassion that how you would talk to your friend. You would tell your friend, that's okay. Keep going. Everyone makes mistakes. Think of how you would talk to your friend. I could hear my friend in my head tell me how great I am. And So think of how you would talk to a friend. And if your friends don't talk to you that way, you need new friends. If you need an episode on that, I can tell you exactly how to go and get some new friends, because I've been learning that myself as my kids have now both gone off to college. Well, one graduated, and I've had to learn how do I get new friends and get new communities, and I have to put myself out there again and do things like that so that I have things to do. It's not that hard. It's just a matter of putting myself out there again and making an effort. So the more you focus on the good and do these kinds of things, the higher vibrating people and you get to attract really great quality people into your life. Really, it's a privilege, the kind of people that you get to attract when you're focusing on the good and you know the universe is friendly, the future is friendly, and you focus and you concentrate your attention that way. I'm grateful and thankful that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in my life, and visualize. Visualize where you want to be, your biggest dreams. Make it even bigger, be it Angela Manuel Davis. Can you see where you're supposed to be? Can you see it? If you can see it, it's not big enough. Because we all have dreams, and we all have our own path, and we'll get there when we get there. Focus on the good, make a list of all the positive aspects of any situation you're in right now, and surround yourself with positive people. Practice the positive self-talk and get outside. Being inside is not good. Take it from me. Take it from me, somebody who works inside all day. I try to get outside a couple times a day. I mean, I just went and met somebody yesterday just to get outside. I had something of hers and she wanted to come by and get it. I go, let me take it to you. Just so I could get outside. It's a problem. I love my work, but it's all done inside. So the other thing is to breathe. I hear how fast I'm starting to talk. So breathe. Take deep breaths. Breathe. If nothing else, I would say the gratitude list and the taking the breath are probably the best things. You're not alone. Being in community around other like-minded people is going to help when your head starts in on you. Let it out, and then you can let it go, because none of it's true. The problems happen when you keep things all bottled up inside. I don't want to burden anyone. I don't want to tell anyone. What will they think? You know, they have their own stuff. You're busy. I don't want to tell them. That's when it dominoes into all kinds of other things and other topics in your head. It just takes a nanosecond for it to go from one like, oh, I'm stupid, I have nothing to wear, I'm fat, I'm this. A nanosecond. I mean, it takes one to know one. It takes a nanosecond for our heads to just take off. And it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So first you have to recognize, oh my gosh, my head's taken off. So it takes actually noticing. There's no end game here. Enjoy the journey. I know I've mentioned it. I'm working now on a TED Talk. And I'm not focused on the TED Talk. I'm just trying to enjoy this application process. And I have to make a 1-minute video, which is, I've never worked so hard on 1 minute in my life. They're not good. Okay, I'm not trying to sugarcoat or doing negative self-talk. My 1-minute videos are just not. They're not. They look like I'm reading, and I'm not reading. I just look like that when I'm doing them. I have no idea why. So I just laugh at myself, and I keep remaking them. I've probably made over 100 1-minute videos by now. It's part of the application process. So I just laugh at myself. It's, there's no end game here. Just enjoy the journey. And if you can't laugh at yourself, life is to be taken lightly. There's Auschwitz survivors who are still alive, and they're interviewed, and you talk to them, they're like, if I'm still here, there's a reason, and that I'm supposed to be here, and I'm just going to enjoy it, and I'm going to laugh, because we have to laugh. It's just so important. So surround yourself with people who make you laugh. And don't let your head tell you otherwise. You're great. You're great. You have a unique handprint. You're here for a reason. And you have something to give to so many people. Everyone does. You're not an exception. You have something so beautiful to give. So give yourself that patience. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself grace. And give yourself love. You are so lovable. Yeah, keep going. Just keep going. You're amazing. You've got this. You do.